Thanks, Terry. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Tyranna Resources at the moment is partway through an exciting exploration program at the Jumbuck Gold Project. We're drilling right now. And as a junior gold explorer, we're not a producer, we're an explorer, so I'm targeting the speculative end of the market. As a gold explorer, we're aiming to make a large, high-grade gold discovery. So 40 kilometres north of our drill rig is a million-ounce deposit at the Challenger gold mine. So Challenger's produced 1 million ounces at 6 grams per tonne since 2002. So it's very possible that we've got a very good chance of making a large, high-grade gold discovery. That's the disclaimer for your review at leisure. So our corporate overview, we've got 398 million shares on issue with a market cap of $10 million. Market's a bit soft, so our share price has copped a bit of pressure at the moment. We've got about $2.6 million in the bank. We've got $2 million of listed investments and giving us an enterprise value of $5 million. So we believe we're a good buy. I've been in the job now for about 1.5 years, and our technical director is Nick Revell, geologist with 30 years experience, has been on the board for less than 10 months. And Joe Pinto, our chairman, has also just come on board in the last 10 months. So we've managed to achieve a few significant milestones in that short period of time. I'll go through that. But part of that achievement was that we joint ventured out our sister project in South Australia to Alliance Resources, who liked our project and our company and our strategy so much that they became our largest shareholder. So they own 80% of the company. And also Joe Pinto, our chairman, owns about 9% of the company. So 25% of the company is held by those top two shareholders. A snapshot of our asset portfolio. We're all about the Jumbuck Gold Project. We've got 10,000 square k's of ground. We believe it's the most prospective land holding around the Challenger gold mine. So what we've tried to do is we've joint ventured out our Wilcherry project to Alliance. We sold 51% of that to them for $2 million. And Alliance has got $10 million in the bank, so they're well funded to be able to carry out and they have been carrying out a very aggressive exploration program only over the last 9 months. So it gives us the ability to focus on Jumbuck while someone else, Alliance Resources, is managing Wilcherry. And we are also the largest shareholder of Kairos Minerals. We like Kairos because of the gold project that's along Strike Breaker Resources. Their Roe Hills project's quite exciting, and they've got some good plans coming out soon. We also have 4.7% of ASX-listed Orinoco Gold, who's going into production with a high-grade gold mine in Brazil. So this gives us, our shareholders, the ability to participate in the success of 3 other junior explorers and developers. There's our 2 projects in South Australia, Jumbuck being our lead project, Wilcherry being our joint venture project. We've got about 10,000 square k's around the Challenger gold mine. About $20 million has been spent historically in the area. We do now see a resurgence of activity in the area, with Marmato also exploring in the area. And this is just a little bit of history on the Challenger gold mine. I've got WPG coming after me, they'll tell you this in more detail, but 1 million ounces has been produced from the Challenger gold mine, found in 95 on the back of gold in Calcrete. And in its heyday, it did more than 100,000 ounces at nearly 10 grams per tonne. And it's a high-grade gold system from surface down along the decline about 1 kilometre. And so they're finding new zones there all the time currently. And part of our joint venture is that we've got the ability to toll treat our ore through the Challenger mill. However, since the discovery of Challenger, there's been very relatively little exploration in the region. So this is a tenement map. The red tenements are our tenements 100%. The blue tenements are our joint venture with WPG. We're at 71%. We manage the joint venture. We're sole funding at the moment. And we've picked up some tenements, the gold tenements, from Mincor and FMG. So we believe in the area. And all of our advanced projects, there's 7 advanced gold projects there, are all within trucking distance of the Challenger gold mine. So up until recently, we've been focusing on the northern projects at Golf Bore, Greenwood, Campfire Bore, Mainwood. We've chalked up 220,000 ounces from those projects. But we've been champing at the bit to get at Typhoon and Monsoon because we want to make a large high-grade gold discovery as a junior explorer, and Typhoon, Monsoon bear the most resemblance, we believe, to the Challenger gold mine. right now the rig is at Monsoon. This is our maiden gold resource after having spent about a year on exploring. There was already some ounces there that Southern Gold had drilled up, but we added to that. So Golf Gore's got about 100,000 ounces. It's at a stage now where we can do some studies on that. And this is ideal feedstock for the Challenger process plant. And also Greenwood was a new discovery. Within 9 months of the discovery of Greenwood, we put out a 20,000 ounce resource. So I want to focus now on the southern Jumbuck project area at Typhoon, Monsoon and Black Knight. Bit of history here with Typhoon. We spoke to the drillers or the geos that were on the program at Typhoon, and they were pulled off that program to focus around Challenger because they just couldn't match the great results that were coming out of the Challenger drilling. And so this unfinished business, we're picking up the baton and taking that forward. And Typhoon, Monsoon, Black Knight have very, very little deep drilling. There's only 7 RC holes at Typhoon, no RC holes at Monsoon, no RC holes at Black Knight. Now at Typhoon, this can be a Challenger. The reason why we say that is because some of those, there's a hole 3 there where we've hit a metre at 2.5 grams in the first metre, and that's not in Calcrete. So only 7 RC holes drilled here in the past, and based on the limited drilling, you can see there every line has hit gold. We're consistently hitting good grade gold hits. Now you can see the mag structure there, that's about 400 metres of mineralisation there. That's untouched by drilling and it's open. That's been cut by this late stage dike. Now, very exciting for us because Challenger also comes close to surface as well, whereas the projects to the north are under a bit of cover, about 20-25 metres of cover. And also we like it because it's got some decent hits on it, a metre at 50 grams per tonne. And we hope to put out a maiden resource on Typhoon by the end of the year. But at Monsoon, this is the star in the stable. It's an 8 kilometre long folded structure that is very poorly explored, no RC holes at all. And we know from the Challenger model that there is an accumulation or bonanza gold in the hinges of the fold structure. Oops. So we're drilling right there at the moment. Now we've covered this with calcrete, and there's a gold in calcrete anomaly there and there that we'll be drilling. So this is our drilling program here. We plan to do about 5,000 metres here. And we like this because it's so large. This is an 8 kilometre long structure. It's already delineated a zone of supergene, flat-lying supergene. So the reason why we like it is because it could yield large tonnages. Now another 7 kilometres to the east is Black Knight. And while we were waiting for heritage clearance here, what we did was we focused a calcrete sampling program, and we found these areas here with no drill holes in them. So we're talking 40 ppb gold in calcrete there with no drilling. So we plan to do about 15, 20 holes there after the Monsoon drilling. Now, Greenwood is to the north, about 37 kilometres to the north of Challenger. And this was our first significant discovery in our exploration program in the Jumbuck area, and we've proved up in about nine months about 23,000 ounces here. There's still scope to grow the ounces here. We will go back and grow the ounces. Gives us an opportunity there to build something up for great feedstock for the Challenger plant. Now, to the east, only about 6 kilometres of the Greenwood deposit is the Campfire Bore deposit. That statement is a little bit out of date in terms of the highest grade gold hits. There are numerous hits there that are a metre at greater than an ounce per tonne. Our highest grade gold hit so far has been at Typhoon, but there's areas here which haven't been properly drill tested. This area here is lacking in holes. We've learnt a fair bit about this area because we've used more than just gold in calcrete to help us with our exploration. We've done some pretty groundbreaking stuff with R&D on on what's in the holes from 0 to 5 metres, and we've tested these results, and they've yielded good grade in our drilling. So there's about 70,000 ounces at Campfire Bore. Now, just on the Wilcherry project with Alliance Resources, we sold 51% of the Wilcherry project, which in the past has been an iron ore focused package. And so our focus is on the Jumbuck project. That's where we think we've got a good chance of making a large high-grade gold discovery. So we found a very good partner in Alliance Resources. In only 9 months, they've managed to completely cover this with HeliEM, which is another version of VTEM. From that, they came up with 100 anomalies, narrowed it down to 2 anomalies, and one of these anomalies sits at this Zealous prospect. And you can see there, we drilled that as Tyranna, and we were hitting 20 metres at 1.3% tin, 7 metres at 3% tin, 10 metres at 1% tin. So from yesterday's presentation by Stephen Johnson from Alliance Resources, 1% tin is equivalent to about 5 grams per tonne gold. And you'll see in a minute the conductor sits on top of that. We had no idea about the conductor at the time. And also, Weed Nunna in the past has been iron ore focused, but there's some historical gold intercepts there. But the drilling conducted by the joint venture in the last couple of months has come up with some really sexy gold hits. So, for example, at target 1 there, you can see there's a 49 metre hit at 6.3 grams per tonne. There's another intersection there at target 3, which I couldn't put on, ran out of room. There's a 14 metre hit at 36 grams per tonne. So this will be followed up by the joint venture, and this is pretty exciting stuff here. This is where we drilled in the past, not knowing about this conductor, hitting the high grade tin. And most recently, while we had the project, we drilled it and found we hit something like 100 metres at about 1% lead as well. These holes are planned holes by the joint venture. The Alliance guys are planning 300 metre holes, and so this here looks very exciting, And our dream is that we find something like a Renison tin deposit. If we find something like that, we're off to the races. But we're very aware that, also here at Telephone Dam, there's 3 holes planned for Telephone Dam, similar sort of depth, and that's just, in the past, that's intersected lead and zinc. So very exciting exploration coming up for the joint venture. We are contributing, so we're not diluting as well in this joint venture. So in summary, as a junior gold explorer, we're trying to make a large high-grade gold discovery. We're next door to one. It's produced 1 million ounces at 6 grams per tonne. We're drilling at the moment. We drilled 15,000 metres last year. We plan to do about the same this year. We're targeting high-grade gold open pit targets. We're well funded, strongly backed, and the key takeaway is that we're drilling at the moment. We don't have a problem finding gold. We're just trying to find 1 million ounces at 6 grams. Thanks.